Hello beer tubers, welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits. Today is gonna be another American beer, and actually also another American beer that is brewed in Michigan. It is gonna be the Dark Horse Reserve Special Black Beer Ale. It is online, most beer sites call it a porter style-wise, but the brewery prefers to call it a strong black ale, for I don't know what reason, but it's on 7.5% alcohol, and it's in a 35 centiliter bottle, or 12 ounces, and it's gonna be interesting, because it's one of their more known beers. It's on, 7.5% alcohol, so it's fairly heavy. I got some info here from the website. It says, conceived in a dimly lit room on a blistery cold night in the upper peninsula of Michigan, but born and raised here in Marshall, Michigan. The Reserve Special is the oldest of all beers in the Dark Horse family. It has an incredibly thick presence, and when poured into a glass, its color is so dark, it's eerie. The flavors explode onto your taste buds with heavy malt, roast, and chocolate, but stay very balanced. The Reserve Special Black Beer Ale has a hard time being called a stout or a porter, but it fits nicely into the category of a delicious strong black ale. So let's so far call it a strong black ale instead of a porter or a stout, because I haven't had it before, but it's quite interesting because most of the other beers I've had from the brewery has been really good and quite interesting. Especially they did a really good and just a black cap, a really good IPA, which is called Crooked Tree, and then I also did the double Crooked Tree, which was okay. It's not the best double IPA I've had. Well, let's take a looking. And what else was there? Their Raspberry Ale, which was, that was not that good. And then their Trace Blueberry Stout, which was quite interesting. But to the Reserve Black Beer. This is black, pitch black. Now you might get like a small amount of like reddish notes in the bottom of the glass, but other than that, it's just black, and it's a tan to 1.5 finger brown head. This looks like a really dense, thick beer. Looks really nice. Wow, that head looks quite creamy. But let's check out the aroma. Oh, nicely roasted. Slightly grainy as well, actually. Chocolate. Yeah, definitely a decent amount of chocolate as well. Some coffee. And also a slight amount of alcohol, but I'm having this a bit colder than room temperature, so. Yeah, it smells really nice. Maybe even some vanilla. But overall, pretty decent aroma. It actually smells fairly big. But let's give it a taste. Yeah, that is quite nice actually. The body on it, when you first take a sip, it seems rather watery. And that's because of the hoppy bitterness. For some strange reason, it starts off with a slight amount of hop bitterness, and then it just turns over to this medium-bodied, oily consistency, which is nice. But the first flavor is that like slightly hoppy flavor, and then you're just overpowered with the roasted malts. Oh my god, there's a lot of roasted malts in here. Especially in the aftertaste, it's like burnt roasted malts along with some like burnt roasted graininess as well, and a huge amount of coffee, huge amount of dark coffee. Chocolate is also a bit there in the beginning along with the bitterness from the hops. Not much though. The most dominant thing is here is coffee. Don't really get the vanilla other than the aroma. Yeah, Also maybe a slightly dark fruity note that is quite faint. It's only in the first sip, along with the bitterness. And it's quite drinkable for a 7.5 ABV beer. This is actually really good. Yeah, rating wise, this is getting an 85. This is a pretty darn good beer, black beer. One of the better ones I've had from Dark Horse. Definitely worth checking out if you can get it, because as far as I know, their beers are slightly difficult to come by. But this is really tasty, really nice and roasted. Got a decent amount of coffee. But an 85 for the Dark Horse Reserve Special Black Beer Ale. Pretty good stuff, guys. Yeah, let me know what you think think of it if you've had it, and subscribe, comment. Yeah, that's about it. And guys, you all check out my older videos as well, as I say all the time. And cheers, guys, and I'll see you in another beer review.